Hello, everyone. It's Rayos the Hermit, broadcasting live from my Hermit Cove. Yeah. Yeah, you can see Red's not here just yet. He's a little busy today. He's doing some things with his girlfriend. So, apologies if anyone was hoping to see him in our riveting discussion. But yeah, today it's mostly gonna be me trying to keep things lively. Hey Richmond, how's it going? I see you're enjoying the Shizuka art, I guess. Shizuka like without hair. He's bald, naked. Yeah, I'm doing some of the finishing touches for the sketch before moving on to the actual line art. Yeah, Richmond, how you doing? How's your week been so far? Thank God it's about to be Friday tomorrow. We're looking forward to that. It's been okay. It's about the same the way I feel about it as well. I guess in like national news or whatever. It's kind of interesting, a little interesting. We're gonna see what's been described as the girlies are finally fighting in the form of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Oh, wait, really? I need to get a better. I mean, I think the mic isn't the problem. It's more just me not using it well. I have like a whole tripod set up that. I mean, it works great when I'm on top of the mic, like I am during the recordings. But during the stream like this, where I'm looking to and fro, I'm not like I'm looking at the screen. Oh my lord! Do not listen to this hater, Melis. Okay. I guess it's what is it like? It's like infighting, whatever. Like you're lying about what you're gossiping about what the other ones are saying. Oh my lord, you guys are crazy. I mean, I got this specific mic, uh, out of I guess like recommendation. Well, I don't know, not recommend. But, a VTuber that I follow uses this specific mic, and I mean, it seems to work pretty well for her. I figured like it's probably not the mic that's the issue. It's what's that IT phrase? Like the issue is between the keyboard and the computer. In other words, it's operator error. Hopefully one of these days I'll get. I mean, I am planning. I just ordered a boom mic stand, so I can actually I won't have to have my mic sitting on a freaking little tripod being all in the way on my desk. You can actually like move it over my face when I'm drawing like this. It's not more in a more advantageous position. But anyway, Richmond, like one of us only speaks truths. The other one only speaks lies. So I guess Richmond is the one that only speaks truths. Yeah, in case anyone didn't hear me at the start of the stream, Red's probably gonna be showing up later, like probably like an hour or more in, since he's watching a movie with his girlfriend, watching a Dan like a theatrical release, or whatever. Since they do that, they show like they'll take the first 3 episodes of an anime and just make a theatrical release of it. Pretty pretty fun way to story. Yeah, yeah. I speak only truth. He only speaks lies. All right. Well, tell me your credit card number and which one goes through. I'll know who's the liar and who's the truth teller. Yeah, bringing back, going back to the current event sort of thing. It is very interesting to see the like political infighting going on between Mr. Trump and Mr. Elongated Muskrat. Like very much, we're very surprised they managed to last about 6 months before going off on each other. Yeah. Hoping they destroy each other, mutually assured destruction style. I'm trying to get perspective is a yeah, I know, right? Yeah. All the insult nicknames people come up with for these political figures are pretty funny. I mean, I think there are definitely other ones from Elon Musk, but yeah, the elongated muskrat is like the one that like once you hear it, you're like what, like it just sticks in your head kind of thing. Of course, you got all the ones for Donald Trump. You got like Mango Mussolini. I guess it's just Drumpf. I'm not sure where that one comes from. Yeah. Wait, what's supposed to be? Which one's supposed to be Richard's legal name? I guess I'm not supposed to say it. I shouldn't be asking you to repeat it, but why not? Why is it not? Oh, no. One's a little small, so we're gonna make it a little bigger. We move this back a bit, so it's maybe more like this. Anybody looking forward? I mean, it probably goes without saying, but anyone looking forward to hopefully tomorrow's update of 100 Girlfriends. I checked out Backtracks Reacts live translation, so I know a little bit of what's going to happen. It's going to be a very interesting. Well, before I saw it, it's going to be an interesting adventure for Himika. It's some real character development for our abnormal songsters. No, it's fine. I got a dude to look up earlier, but I got a don't worry. I got a nice little 3D model I put together for myself. I'm just being too perfectionistic. I'm trying to get all the details about the phone phone wallet case thing. I should probably save that for the line art phase. If I do that, I'm probably using perfect opportunity for waffling and ideally I would get most of it done. I get pretty much everything done in the sketching phase. So that when I get to the line art phase, I'm just kind of basically just tracing it and not trying to figure out anything. At that point, like everything that I might try to figure out, I've already figured out in the previous step. Mostly just, I mean, yeah, it's mostly just trying to prevent myself from waffling forever. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, probably you're right. There isn't really much left to there. I just need to like find a little bit some refinement on the hair, some refinement on the clothing. Like move on. Okay, guys, this is her. This is a phone. She's holding a phone. Holding this. Let me see if I can. I think honestly, I think this phone is already kind of big. Oh, no, that's the. Okay, let me. This, yeah, that thing. She's holding this. So it's the phone size object. Anyway, yeah, yeah. I mean, yes, it does. Yeah, it does have book like qualities because of that. But yeah, I mean, if I need a reference for having a reading a book, I already got that actually. This is the using like that chapter where she meets the writer of that circlet love story. Using her outfit from that chapter as the reference for this. Upgrade from iPhone 7. Let's go. I do see. I do see Shizuka being the type of person who would use the same phone for like the better part of a decade before and considering upgrading because probably have all these memories, sentiment all attached to it. The girl, there's a much more advanced features in the iPhone 84 or whatever. But to be fair, I'm also a keep your phone for as long as possible for upgrading it because 9 times out of 10 when they upgrade the thing, it's like the most the most perfunctory kind of like they add like one extra feature just so they could claim that they're upgrading the thing. Say nothing about how much they freaking cost. Like, Oh yeah, Red. Yeah, if you want to, feel free. Kind of holding down the fort as always. Yeah. I figure out how messy I want, or rather, how to get the appropriate level of messiness. Shizuka's hair, we all know that girl has the messiest hairdo. Hey, Baba, how's it going? Finishing touches on this sketch. I can move on before I move on to the. Yep, no problem. Thank you for the compliment. Discord on my desktop. All right, I'm in the recording thing, recording studio.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, pretty good. Can stream hear me?
I mean, Discord audio is going on. Presumably,
Check. We just trust the process.
Yeah.
All right. I guess if anyone's in chat, let Rios know if you guys can hear me or not.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me see, like 4 of you in there. Oh, it's Simon Bankston. Hey, good.
It looks really good so far, man.
Thank you. I'm hoping to get the line art all done today, so then I can. I'll probably work on I'll make the sketch all done today, so I can start doing the line art. And I'll probably do some of that over the weekend, not stream it.
Oh yeah, see, that's a good point too. You don't have to only do it while streaming. There's no hard rule. So, I got something to talk about.
Ooh, all right.
I'm not sure if you've seen, because this happened within the last 3-4 hours. The Elon Musk Trump breakup is in full effect.
Okay, so has Elon Musk been tweeting more, or
it's fucking so over, dude?
I heard what's going on during like the afternoon when like Hassan.
Did you see the Epstein tweet?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Yeah, he basically came out and said, like, he just said what we all know to be true, but called Trump's a pedophile. Trump's on the Epstein list. That's why it's not released. Crazy. And then he also, I've only seen a couple of them. I saw he literally retweeted a guy who said Trump should be impeached and JD Vance should take over, and he just retweeted that and said yes. What
Classic
else?
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Hey, Lashley.
He good.
Lashley Luke was just using chat. So he said, "Hey."
Oh, hello, Luke. And then recently, or another one I saw was, and this is potentially true because who knows how much money he fucking gave Trump, but he was also tweeting out like, oh, he wouldn't have won if it wasn't for me. Yeah. He's so ungrateful. It's perfect. I couldn't
Donald Trump being like, you know what? If we were looking for some places to remove some waste, fraud, and whatever, there's some real easy, government contact we could remove right now. You're not gonna.
Bro, it's so good, guys. If you're not fighting. If you're not super politically minded, I'll give you this one for free. It's a really good thing when the two of the most evil people in the world are fighting against each other and not loving each other. It's actually a phenomenal thing that the richest man in the world is against Donald Trump. That is actually such a good thing.
I'm so reasons, but yes.
Yeah, well, I'll take it.
Yes, yeah,
you know what I mean.
Where I'm at.
Yeah, well, because okay, I'll give you an example, right? So this quote unquote big beautiful bill that Trump's been pushing, right? It's got just a bunch of nightmarish shit in it. Not the least of which is a provision to make it illegal to make any regulations against AI for 10 years.
Yeah.
And also, it just guts Medicaid. And Republicans have always gutted Medicaid, but this makes the previous guttings of Medicaid look like child's play. We're talking like
they're gonna actually skin it alive. They're gonna taxidermy it on the fucking mantle.
We're talking like millions will die.
Yes.
Maybe that's over. At least hundreds of thousands.
Millions of like hundreds. Well, I'm not sure how many people exactly on Medicare or Medicaid, but there are definitely enough. They're probably
it's a lot.
Maybe not dead, but they would be millions would have their lives irreversibly ruined.
Yeah, it'll
Hundreds of
depend, right,
thousands
on
would be
like
dead, dying.
there's gonna be people that try to find help elsewhere. There's gonna be people that aren't able to get that help for sure. I don't know what the exact numbers are. It's gonna be bad. Now the hope is though, right? This is where the good news comes in. Republicans in the Senate and the Congress are cowards because they fear that if they go against Trump at all, Trump is the kingmaker in the Republican Party. He can snap his finger and be like, "That guy voted against my big beautiful bill. Primary him," and then instantly it happens, right?
Yeah.
Like that's just kind of what happens. Like, but now if you are a cowardly Republican in Congress or Senate, now you got another horse you can back. You can say, well, hey, I disagree with Trump. Normally I'd be too scared to do that, but there's a guy over here with more money than God that is willing to finance me and help my reelection cause
So
if I vote against Trump here.
Elon
Yeah.
Musk did lose mightily in that. I can't remember what race was it again. We were a goddamn stupid ass cheese hat.
Wisconsin
Yeah.
Supreme Court.
Yeah, I thought
True.
so.
True, but okay, counterpoint, right? What do you care if you lose your fucking Senate job if you're friends with the richest guy in the universe?
I mean, true.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of these people, it's for money, right? Like so like for me, if I'm doing the Senate, that's pretty stressful, but I'm doing it because I'm getting boatloads of money from lobbyists, right? You you say, okay, sure, I'll get primaried out, but Elon Musk is going to write me like a one-time check for 10 mil, right? And I'm set for life. You know what I mean? Maybe even more, like 50 mil. Like so, like to me, it's a great thing because it allows for more. Because there was already a handful, enough Republicans coming out and being like, we don't like this bill to like kind of stall it up, and then Trump or Musk coming out and saying all this makes it even more likely that that bill doesn't go through. And that's just a great, genuinely the best thing Musk has ever done probably in his entire life.
Other than like dying, it's the second best thing he's.
Yeah, it's what is it, that classic The Onion article, like tragic, this person you hate just made a good point or something.
Yeah. Or like the people you hate the most just made like
a salient point.
Yeah, basically. Now, one kind of annoying thing is going on is Democrats trying to use this like, oh, like maybe we can use this as a moment to bring Musk back on stars. I'm like, why the fuck, like, why would you?
I mean, I know why. It's because they want that infinite money train. But yeah, just fucking drop him, man. Especially because like, no matter how rich he is, you're always gonna get more accolades, more benefits by what's the word? At least appearing to be populist. I mean, look at Bernie. He made more money than all of them combined, and he didn't take any billionaire money.
Yeah, but the issue is that the corporate Democrats are like they literally bankrolled by by the corporate.
The moderately liberal billionaires, like
yes.
What's the one that Trump Republicans always talk about? Oh fuck, what's that one that they always fearmonger about?
Soros.
Yeah. I'm gonna read chat. I see chat, everybody. Hello. Richmond. The second this stream is done, I will be breaking out my Switch too. I'm not great at multitasking, so like I'm the type of guy when I'm listening to a voice memo or on a phone call, I'm kind of just like staring at the ceiling.
I thought that you're staring at the voice memo.
Yeah, I mean sometimes. Watching it scroll by. Yeah, no, I'm okay. Let me tell you the type of person I am. Okay, it's my brain disease. All right, so like if I take a pill, I read the instructions. If I read the entirety of the instructions before I do that. If I set up a console, same thing. I'm opening that manual. I'm reading. Like, unfortunately, that's just how my brain works. So I can't multitask that. I gotta fucking sit down and make a thing out of it.
Yeah.
See it as a bad thing, Richmond. I actually I think people that multitask are the diseased ones, personally.
I mean, it's got benefits. Both have their
it's got its benefits, but there's so much science that shows that if you multitask, you're just doing each task half as good as you could otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, but what it comes down to is being able to recognize what kind of tasks you can afford. Because like I in college, I realized there was a really good hack to do like a paper that I was not into. To just have some easy listening on like a podcast or a stream on, and just work on it for like 5 hours. Because like if I just focus solely on that thing, I might only be able to do like an hour of it. even if it was focused work, but then I might go like 3 days without touching it. But if I'd spend 5 hours doing like mediocre work on, it, I can always come back and edit it. Uh, edit
That's
into
a good
something
point. Yeah.
decent. So it depends on the sort of task. I mean, yes, definitely things that require
Yeah.
either a lot of focus or they can't afford any mistakes. Like driving, for example.
Right. Yeah.
People multitask
So,
all the time, but if you make a mistake, it's kind
no,
of
I
a big
know.
deal.
Here, I'll open up. I got a little defensive there, Richmond. I'm gonna open up, okay? Because you actually, and it wasn't your fault. This is just you actually hit on a what's the word I'm looking for here? A
Like hit a nerve.
self-conscious nerve of mine. Yeah, and that's not your fault at all. This is just something that I've been dealing with my whole life. I this is what got me. I got the official autism test a couple years back to deal with this, right? I genuinely have issues multitasking. It's like a thing I've worked through my entire life, or I've been trying to. It's made me struggle at every job I've ever been to. I struggled all the way through school
Okay, I
because of
did
it.
not realize it was this deep seated. My apologies.
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh
talking
no,
like
no,
it was
no
just
one, no one said anything. The only thing that got struck a nerve was the damn. You need to work on your multi-management
oh
because
yeah.
I've heard that from every adult in my life for my entire life. But again, I'm not upset. You guys, you didn't know, and it's also like you didn't say anything rude. I just wanted to like be open and honest with
Yeah.
you like that. That's the thing that touches a little bit of a nerve for me, just because my whole life I've dealt with it. But yeah, so I've got to the point where I cope by basically being, oh no, it's totally okay, Richmond. It's totally okay. You know what I mean? Like you didn't know, and I got defensive rather than explaining it in the first hand. But yeah, so like I can give you more points of trauma throughout my life. I think I've mentioned this one before. I was always booted out to the hallway during tests because I would take the longest. Have I told you about that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they would want to get back to teaching, and I would always take so long they'd have to boot me out to the hallway. Um, and I should honestly, if any of you are interested, I can't imagine you would be, but I do have the 10-page official autism report that I have it saved on my phone, and that shit was validating as fuck to see. I mean, I was in that room for like 6 hours, I think, basically just doing. It felt like being in school again. Like I just did all these different tests, and I one of the tests they did, and like they do the tests in a way where you actually don't know like what they're testing. They
Mm-hmm.
switch back and forth at such a rapid succession. You don't know like what's going on. You can't kind of establish a pattern, but in their heads they're establishing a pattern, right? Um, so like one of the things that she would do, she would like ask me a question, and then like say a bunch of details in the question, and then completely go from that to like a different task and then come back to the question and be like, hey, do you remember the details in that, and shit like that. And like from whatever all the tests she did, like she like there was different like speed stats or like stats for different things. And I need to find it because one of them was so low that it was it was like I can't remember what it was. It was like no, it was processing speed.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what
yeah.
it
I remember you
was.
telling me about that one.
Yes, how long it takes me to think. And you wouldn't think so given how fast I talk, but that's like a coping mechanism. I learned to do that as a kid. That like I talk this fast to cover up the fact. I use a lot of filler words and blah, 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 to cover up the fact that I'm slowly getting to my thought, right? And my processing speed was I believe it was I can't remember the exact terminology. I'll pull it up, but it was like it was such a percentile where I was in like the slowest 10% of everyone that's ever taken that test.
Damn.
And like that was so I don't know, cathartic or like
Validating.
yeah, validating, right? Like because I've gone through that my whole life. So yeah, don't I'm not upset, Richmond, but it is something that I've gone through my whole life where, and it's at this point I'm 31. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm sure I could make it a little better, but at this point I don't like the culture of like obsessive multitasking. The classic like I can't watch my TikTok unless I have fucking Ridgeway runners or whatever the fuck it's called over
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
You know,
Subway
I
servers are all old school. Like we've gone we've. So that was the last week. We're doing Ridgeway runners now.
Ridgeway runners goes hard as fuck though. You got to give me that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't take it as and I think this is what struck the nerve, Richmond. And again, not your fault. Because I'm so used to people just inherently see my lack of an ability to multitask as like a weakness. Like it's like, oh, you are lesser or like you're less useful to society or capital because of that. But to me, I the way I've spun it in my head is like, this is a good thing. I can focus harder on the one thing I'm doing. I may not be able to do as many things, but I feel like the things I do them with extra detail, profession, love, and care. You know what I mean? So that's my cope, and that's my spiel about that.
It would be interesting seeing where my stats are on things. When at least at work, I'm always uh, like during training and stuff like that. Whenever I'm training with coworkers, I'm always like, for my point of view, I'm going as fast as I can go, and no faster. But they're always like, "Damn,
Yeah.
you're so fast." I'm like, well, I mean, I just did it as, like like, from my point of view, it's like I just did at the speed that I was able to do. Like I didn't. I don't know, like, but yeah, it does often,
yeah.
it will often be the case that I missed something because I was, I didn't give myself the time to, like, think it through. But it's like, like that's the point of training. You get through, you do the thing, and then you see what you got right, when you got wrong, and you do it again, and then try to make sure you didn't do the mistake the second time, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm very much in the camp of, like, make mistakes fast so you can get through them quicker, kind of thing. And I tried. I'm not very good at the whole, like, going over, like, re-rehearsing everything, make sure that everything is, like, you cross all your T's and dot all your I's. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I can do that, but it's like, am I getting paid for this?
Yeah, that's fascinating. It's crazy how, like, brains are so different, right? Rayos and I are opposite in a lot of fascinating ways and very similar in a lot of fascinating ways. In the perfect amount of ways that makes us like each other and not annoy each other, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, I did just find it. I was in the 8th percentile of processing speed.
Yep. So only 7% were slower.
We're worse than me. That's what that means. Yep. Here's this, Richmond. I just DM'd it to you. If you're, just so you know, I'm not just making shit up. There's all my scores. You can get you're gonna get more of me than anyone's ever gotten. Oh, dude, what's my percentile of narcissistic? 38 percentile. 38 percentile narcissistic.
All right.
That's pretty average.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think highly of myself.
Generally, it's better to think highly of yourself than lowly. I would say, yeah.
I agree. Just as long as you don't become a cunt.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and the other worst things, my spelling was fucking terrible, and I didn't expect that, and I think it's because for the last, like, 10 years I've used speech to text. I haven't been typing at all. I think I ruined myself on that one.
Classic Socrates talking about, if the kids start reading books and they won't memorize everything anymore, so they're gonna be relying on books instead of their own memory, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So that's all. What all that means is, like, what you just said about, like, the way I interpreted that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that, like, you just kind of go at the speed that feels right to you, and everyone's like, "Wow, you're so fast," right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens. So, like, for me, my whole life, the opposite, and like, what I've gotten is, like, a lot of trauma from that, where, like, every job I go to, I'm terrified I'm gonna be too slow. You know what? Because a lot of jobs I've been fired for being too slow, and like, so now what I do to compensate for that is I'm running around. I'm always trying to be at 100%, because I feel like in order to even match up the normal speed of most people, I have to go like 110%, and it is fucking draining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I love Akko so much. I really relate to her. My brain is like Akko. I just have learned to talk like this to mask it. When I was a kid, I actually used to stutter a lot. Because I couldn't get my words out properly. This is what you're seeing is the result of 3 separate therapy sessions at ages 10, 17, and, like, 29 to 30 that span, like, probably hundreds of sessions. Like, the masking lessons went hard.
Yeah, for me, the workplace fear is always, like, there's something that you're missing that you didn't know about, and, like, I don't know, you weren't trained for, that you're just busily going along, thinking everything's all great, and then, like, I don't know, like, a week later, like, oh yeah, you've been messing up this whole time. You're getting fired now. Or, like, we've totally
Interesting. Yeah. So
you.
your weakness is that you kind of go along, but you don't maybe self-assess as much. Like, because you had said you don't, like, stop and double check or double think things, right? Is that what you said earlier?
Self-assess, but usually it's more like in the sense of, like, like, I'm doing the process, like, oh, okay, that was a place where I messed up because I wasn't, like, I was slower than I could have been, because I didn't have the process, like, committed memories. Like, okay, next time I do this, I'm gonna do it this way because that's more efficient. Like, I'm very much I love that part of the learning process where you start, like, You got the basic down, so now you can start fine tuning the thing and removing, like, cutting out inefficiencies, kind of thing. But
Oh yeah, see, I have become so jaded at the process of efficientizing that I've actually, and I'm big enough to admit that I've probably gone too far, but I kind of hate efficiency now. And I
mm-hmm.
understand that like efficiency is important in certain regards, but I kind of fucking despise it. Like because I'm
Yeah.
so angry at it. You know what I mean? It's just like because like it runs our lives. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah,
understand. I
great.
understand the
Because,
need
like, for
for it.
me, like, efficiency is like that's how I get to do the things I care about more. Because, like, if I get through
Mhm.
the crappy stuff faster, then I can get back to the things I actually like, kind
Yeah,
of thing. But yeah, it's always very
I'm.
interesting how the same
Yeah,
things
how
occupy very different spaces in
Yeah,
people's lives.
that's true because you and I both hate work and the fact that it takes us away from the things we love. And
Yeah.
I'll admit, I kind of react like a baby about it because my thing is I hate it so much. And yeah, I'm constantly thinking about how the world should be. I'm like, I shouldn't have to work this much. I shouldn't have to, you know, XYZ. And you just kind of powered through, you know?
But it is because assuming that I'm good at the things, and that's what I do. But yeah, if I'm not, I'm not good at it, or I can't, like, when I hit a wall that I can't handle, then, well, I mean, you kind of saw that's sort of happening with me trying to do art while going to work. And, like, I mean, I've been thinking about our discussion for a few days, or whatever.
The
But
moderation
yeah,
discussion.
I don't think it was. I don't think the issue was moderation so much as I just didn't want to accept that there were things I could do in the past that I wasn't going to be able to do now
Oh,
through
hmm,
no fault of my own, kind of thing. It's like I didn't want to
totally
accept that,
understand.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I had to realize, like, I mean, that's how it is right now. Like, you're gonna have to either
Yeah.
you do a little bit.
You do some of it or none
Yeah,
of it, right?
yes. And I
Yeah.
was in for a second, and I was like, I'm just gonna do none of it then. Okay, if I can't play the way I want to, I'll take my ball home and stew or whatever. But
I'm happy that I was able to. I actually, I'm very. I was kind of. How do I talked to Allie about this. I was really, really proud of myself because I'll be honest with you. When I gave you that advice, I figured it was something that you had already thought of and it wouldn't really affect you at all. But I'm really happy to hear that it helped.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, I would have. I mean, I would have done other things. I was planning to. I'm still planning to practice like Blender and whatnot. But I wouldn't. I would have been very sore. I mean, my output would have gone down a lot, basically.
Yeah. No, I'm glad that I'm glad we found moderation, and I hope that you're able to get into like a part-time job, like we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
like once your contract ends up.
Yeah, I mean that one I do want to.
Maybe not.
Well, I'll see. Well, again, we get 6 months. I'll see what it look like. If things like crazily different, like I've been like I don't know, like I got super popular, people start throwing money my way, or whatever. I might
Yeah.
make a different.
Don't count on it.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
Versus,
But I mean, I like it's still. I mean, the fact that we get any is very cool. I mean, like you get like a free video game every 2 months,
yeah,
basically.
basically.
Richmond DM'd me and said, honestly, talking with you and everyone else has been like my therapy, and I'm really happy to hear that. Like that is a service that I am happy to provide because I personally think everyone should have mandated therapy.
Yeah, really. So
Genuinely,
many.
it would be a much better world.
Yes.
Like I not to be hippy dippy, but like the thing that uh separates the boys from the men, the girls from the women, the humans from the non-humans is
Yeah.
the ability. Oh yeah, no, you gotta be harsh to make a point these days, you know. It's the ability to recognize oneself, right? Know thyself, like
Yeah.
the ability to feel an emotion and not just feel it. Basically, it's like, what plane are you living on? Are you living on first plane, second plane, third plane? How deeply do you think? And like, if you think deeply and you feel an emotion, you should be able to be like, why did I feel that emotion? And how, like, just like I did right just now. And like, not to knob my own slob or slob my own knob, but I'm going to real quick. The fact, you came in, you said a thing, it hurt my feelings, and for like 2 seconds I reacted with my id, right? Like
Yeah.
monkey brain took over and I got a little snarky, and then instantly I was like, wait, that was mean, let me explain to him exactly why I had that reaction. And that's, if everyone reacted like that, there'd be nothing but healthy relationships, there'd be
Yes,
nothing but
definitely.
chill times. Also, I love having this playing in the background. Your guys' voice brings me happiness.
No, no. I mean, thank you, thank you.
And then
Glad to
Alex
hear.
agrees.
Glad
It's
to
so
hear we can be
nice.
so. Just by talking, we can be a source of happiness like that.
That's meant so much to me. Like, I wonder if it's affected you similar in a similar way, Rios.
I mean,
Like hearing all those kind of comments.
a part of me is kind of like, I've like
You're not gonna understand it,
I
right?
can't really relate, but I'm like, I mean, I'm willing to trust people. Like I've seen people say similar things about other content creators for years. I mean, like that scene, that
And now
chapter.
you're that guy.
Well, yeah, that chapter where Shizuka is like talking to the writer of her favorite stories, like your work saved me, kind of thing. I mean,
It's
fiction can be powerful, and not even just fiction, but like just interaction people.
Richmond's
Yeah.
he is so nano coded. It's crazy. Yeah, show some emotion, motherfucker. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, it's the strangest things can bring you happiness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's as simple as you work at Walmart. You're dread. I've had days where I'm like, if you have enough bad days in a row, you can get into a brain state where it's like, why even continue, right?
Yeah.
But then you have, and as simple as it is, it can be, I don't know, a YouTube show you look forward to. Oh, I got this new video game coming out. Those little things make life worth living, right? And the fact that we get to be part of that pile of like good things for people is very. It makes me,
Yes, that
I
is.
think a lot of. Oh, good.
I mean, yeah, that is very. I mean,
Rewarding.
I was gonna say interesting, but I didn't want it because that just felt so stereotypically fucking nanos. I was like come on, try to be try to come with a different answer. Like I mean, this is what people are gonna think I'm purposely trying to like
That's
kin
just how he
nano.
is, y'all. That's genuinely Rios.
Yeah,
But
I
no,
mean,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
it definitely means something to me. I just don't have the emotional intelligence to like
Don't
articulate it.
worry. That's where I come in.
Yeah.
Rios has got normal intelligence, and I've got emotional intelligence. Yeah, to me, I crave. I think a lot of people. I think it's deep in our souls. We crave like purpose. We want to feel like we have a purpose. We are affecting the world in some way. We desperately want to reach up, and we're just one
So I think
individual
I know what it
little
is. Is
person.
it?
Yeah.
I'm typically I want my art to be the thing that impacts people. So I never really considered myself being the thing to impact people. And a lot of times I have like, especially when I was younger, it's like I don't want people to look at me, look at the art, kind of thing. So
let me cook for a bit
yeah,
though, okay? I know that this may not be the way that you expected your quote
yeah,
unquote fame to come, but th- this is step one of people looking at your art. And also, I think this is very important, right? To me, the central message of your art is that whole proving lewd can be, I don't know, not crude or whatever,
yeah.
right? And like to me, that is a message that we have pushed hardcore through the series that we talk about, and the series that we talk about is also pushing that message pretty
Hmm.
hardcore. You know what I mean? So I think that you have objectively pushed your like modus operandi. I hope I'm using that word right.
Yes,
Yes,
or
I did it.
I think so. I usually use
It
that's
found it feels right.
yeah. Well, yeah, we'll go with that. Now that's our
Thanks.
story. We're sticking to it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on, I'm turning my Bluetooth off so we don't accidentally connect to Allie's headphones there.
Mhm.
Do you still smell the weird smell, baby? Okay, she smelled a weird smell, and I'm wondering if maybe I farted or maybe there's like some stinky outside. You never know. Um, what was I saying? I was cooking.
We're
I
talking
was on a
about
roll.
modus operandi, is how
Yes.
despite the fact that I
Oh
was
yes.
more
Okay, I remember now. Yeah. So yeah, no. So like I know it's not in the form that you expected, but one, I mean that's like the story of like most celebrities. I
yeah.
mean, you know what I mean? Like Game or Aaron wanted to be like an animator, and then like Game Grumps kind of found him, and then that led him to be able to do all these other things he didn't even know he wanted to do, like make a band. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I think for you, your art is going to touch people, and because I assume your art, obviously you want people to look at the beauty of it, but I imagine you had like a lesson behind it with
Oh,
what
definitely, yeah.
your exactly. And I think that you're pushing that lesson every day in our podcast that gets like 1,000 views a week now. You know what I mean? And that grows. And I've gotten messages, and my modus operandi, I don't know if I'm using that word correctly yet, But mine is, pushing young men away from the right, pushing them to progressivism, eliminating incel ideology, just making the world of anti-AI, pro art. You know what I mean? Like a pro. The casualization of sex, things like that, right?
Yeah.
And it makes me really happy that I love, and that's why, when some people get pissed off at like, oh, they talk about politics so much, it's like, that's half the fun for me. I love interjecting the way that I think the world should be and like filtering it through the story that we're reading. And because that's the thing, right? Every artist, no matter, even if you think they're not, they're putting their own bits of their morals and life beliefs into their story. And when you read something, you are trying to view that. And I assume, I can't know for sure, but I assume that Nakamura shares a lot of my progressive ideology. And whenever I see that, I'm going to relate it to something that I want the world to know. So, like, anyway, big yapping aside, I think that you are well on your way to pushing the message that you wanted to push with your art.
Well, thank you.
Free the nip, Richmond says.
Yeah. Yeah, make it safe for women to free the nip.
Oh, yeah.
In a lot of places, it's actually already legal, but they just obviously they're like, I'm not gonna open myself to harassment from crazy fucking dudes. So, I mean,
Yeah, the next
if you
step
want
is
women
kind
to
of
feel comfortable,
normalizing it.
We gotta make men not crazy horn dogs.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's weird that we consider that a private part anyway, right? Like, it's not even really a genital. It's supposed to be for like feeding babies. It was men that got all weird and awooga about it, and I'm weird and awooga about it. But if we lived in a world where women were just walking around, you'd goddamn control yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't go,
Like,
ooh.
yeah, when I see some cleavage, I don't lose my damn mind.
Yeah.
Even though most of us guys who are in the boobs, we like that cleavage. Just because we like it, doesn't mean we lose our mind. Or just because we're seeing a woman walking around in yoga pants or like vacuum sealed her ass, we can handle that. Somehow we can handle
the most
it.
that I do is just in my head, I'm like, wow, that woman is very attractive.
Yeah.
Like, and then I move on. Like I'll catch a side glance and I'll be like, holy shit, that is an attractive person, and then I'll move on.
Like, okay, capture for reference for
Yeah.
art. For art,
mental
for
snapshot,
art.
respectfully, looking respectfully. You don't get it, ma'am. This is for my modus operandi.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a whole like manifesto. Totally on board.
No, Richmond, that's bad. Bad, Richmond. Spray bottle.
And like, hey, baby, what cup size you rocking? Type shit. Like,
what pussy size you got?
oh lord.
Have you never seen? I don't know if it's a TikTok or something, but it's like a boyfriend buying tampons for his girlfriend, and it's like, damn girl, what pussy size you got? I'm here at the tampon. I don't know anything.
I think I've heard that one. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's the same person who did like the labia majora. He's like listing off a bunch of scientific terms for labia majora, clitoris. Damn girl, how many pussies you got?
It sounds like a parliamentary session.
Got him. Oh man, let me take a look at how Shizuka's looking.
Finishing up some of the wallet phone case thing. Trying to get that.
Looking excellent. All right, let me see. We've got a Richmond DM. Bro, I just remembered about one time when I was working and I saw a guy with some tight pants and he was caked up. It's the beginning of your bisexual awakening, my friend. I will send the bi Hasu. Oh, I can't because I don't have nitro. Damn it. Hold on. I probably have like the picture I can send. There we go. Just for you, brother.
Bye, Hasu.
I love that, dude. I really do want to do the stream where we rank that, like we like it's a spectrum, like just a straight up line chart, and I want to like rank them from gayest to straightest.
That would be actually interesting. So a lot of them are like very bi.
Yes, but some like I would argue Yamame is giving straight leaning. She's old school.
And we have others who are like, I don't know, like what would like is Momiji like what is she like? I mean, I think
Momi,
she's just groposexual.
I think she's like damn near lesbian. I think she was lesbian until Rentaro came around, to be honest with you.
True, yeah.
Because like she was all about the squish, but then she like appreciated his like his rock hard back or whatever. Which one of these motherfuckers in the anime was like his rock hard abs? I was like, shut the fuck up. Rentaro does. Maybe now he does, but like early Rentaro, I refuse to believe he had rock hard abs. I think it was when she's rubbing against the stuff.
And that Mission Impossible shit.
Oh, Ira is hella straight.
Yeah.
Richmond says. Yeah, I can see it. We could make it more interesting by making it kind of like the same as like a political compass, like where it's like like up down. So up down left and right, it would be Dami submissive, and then like gay or straighter, and then we place them in the fucking in the square.
I mean, that's it. That would work, yeah.
God damn, that might just work. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through all the girls right now. Fucking vibe check. I'm just a straight vibe check.
Like a rough draft of that potential story.
Yes. Okay. Rentaro. Now this is interesting, right? I need to see Rentaro acquire a femboy. I need to see how he reacts to that.
That would be
right now. Yeah.
That'd be like
cook
the story. Like that's how we have. Yeah, if the story goes that route, we know the. Like I don't know. Like really nothing is off the table. Because people say once a Hahari shows up, like that's like the crossing the Rubicon thing. But like we haven't had any like non-virgin. Well, we only had one non-virgin girlfriend in like 5 years. No one has had another like boyfriend, for example. I mean, hell, if we had one who had like a girlfriend, had like 2 soulmates. Like Rentar was the second one, and like she was also basically in a polyamorous relationship with another person. I mean, that'd be interesting. But yeah, basically just saying, yeah, if
no, yeah, there's a lot of things they could do if they wanted to shake up the formula, definitely. Alexa, lights on. All right. All right, here we go. So Rentaro, here, let me check. Richmond's DMing the shit out of me. I need some yaoi spelled incorrectly. Please, bro, please. Yeah, see, I'm glad you're on my side with that, brother. I'm very excited to see it. I feel like we must. I'd be kind of sad if we didn't, to be honest with you.
Right.
Missed opportunity. Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, right? Yeah,
just making sure you're still there.
That would be indeed a missed opportunity.
I think 50. Girlfriend 50 is actually a boyfriend.
Yeah. I mean, well, we have fucking friend A. Everyone's always talking about how friend A needs to make their triumphant return as the like a first boy friend. I don't
know. Friend A. I mean, it depends, right? I guess Rentaro's luck activated after he went to that shrine, right? So I guess you could theoretically make the argument.
I guess we need to look back. Like, did he look that character in the eye at any point?
Of course, he was his only male friend for his whole life, basically. I like how friend A implies that there's friend B and friend C, but we never saw.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I want to see the other, because I mean, I mean, Rentaro, it's nice you have, all these romantic connections, but I think you do need to have a few platonic ones as well. Don't be like those people who forget all their non-romantic relationships the moment they get in a relationship. Now, I guess for him it's a little different because he still has 33 other people to interact with, so it's not. He's not doing.
He's not trapped in the relationship, yes. Right? And yeah, normally bro time is time to decompress, so you're not you don't get sick of the one person. But yeah, he can get bro time. Uto's his bro time. We bro out at the fucking Ren Fair together.
Yeah. Either that or Iku as well could also be.
Oh yes. Oh, God, I would love to bro out with Iku. Just two bros
you
banking each other with
together.
towels. we played a little sport game, and now we're doing that thing where we spank each other with towels. And I've been spanking Iku with this towel for like 2 hours, and she won't let me stop.
Yeah, she's saying my technique is a little is like not it's not perfect, so she keeps giving me pointers, and she
He's like, did you know that snap sound that it makes at the end is when the very tip of the towel breaks the sound barrier? That actually is true, I think.
yeah
Because it like exponentially gets faster until
yeah
it's like the very tip of it is moving so fast.
like a literal whip.
That's crazy shit, man. Anyway, break the sound barrier on my ass, please.
Yeah, I will not let you leave this locker room until you break the sound barrier on my ass.
Ex chemistry trans girlfriend that can change between male and female, Richmond says.
I mean, why not?
I mean, that'd be interesting, right? Like that would also be good for Kusari, because I would choose to interpret that like, oh yes, this is an old friend of Kusari's.
Oh yeah.
They were having some gender dysmorphia, so I whipped them up a couple lifetime supply batches of instant
Yeah.
transition drug.
Makes you the opposite gender drug. Makes you your
Yeah,
gender of choice drug.
It's iffy and hard to get testosterone in Japan, so I just whipped this up. I actually don't know how trans. I assume I can't imagine they're super progressive about trans people in Japan.
Maybe. I mean, they're probably gonna be differently conservative about it because, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of East Asian cultures tend to have different, like less. How would you phrase like less identity based ideas of gender? It's more like behavior based. As long as you can like faithfully do the role of the gender you're trying to be as, like well whatever.
Right.
Whereas in
Yeah.
like America is like no, you're a chromosome is like this. That means you must be a male or female.
Yeah. So we the conservative party really care about science.
Yeah.
If you can't tell. What was I gonna say? Yeah, obviously we've said this before, but the challenge with if you do a trans character for this show, you have to make sure that isn't their only character trait. It's very important that is just an extra detail about them. Yeah, and I'm sure they would. I believe in them.
Yeah. I mean, as long as as long as they're not Hasu. I mean, great. Even Hasu has multiple traits. Just
Well, see, Richmond has now. How do I put this? Yeah, you're right. Hasu has a lot. Now, Richmond has also said something now in DMs that I think makes this idea worse, and I'm going to explain to you why. So he says, no, not friend. Kusari changed them without their consent with a failed gender swap drug. So now that's funny, but that makes Kusari worse, and that makes this character suffering.
Yeah.
And I would rather it be like I don't know, a nice happy thing where it's like, oh, Kusari helped out my.
I mean, the way to make that work is if they were a closet,
yeah,
transgender.
They did it accidentally, but they liked it. They were like, thanks.
First they hate it because like I'm supposed to be a man, so
I love
be
this.
A woman. And then they realize, you know what, a lot of things are starting to make sense now.
Now we're fucking cooking right now. That's the exact thing that happens.
The best they could be have Kusuru be initially like she's like that's something. Back when I was my crazy wacky like I did this on accident. That's actually why the science club disbanded. And I feel real bad about it. Like no girl, it's fine. Like actually turned out I really like being a girl. Like being a man sucked.
I like that a lot. That's like that would be exactly what happened with I don't know if you've ever seen the clip. I've mentioned it before in One Piece where oh crap, I can't say this because Richmond. Yes, there's a character who forcibly transitions another character, and then they're like, wow, I love this.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit. It's so fucking funny. Yeah, I would love that. That'd be hilarious. But like also nice and be like, oh, Kusari's like, thank God.
Yeah.
Like she's like
wax sweat off her brow.
Exactly. She sees this person coming back up, and she's just like, "Oh shit!" The last time Kusari interacted with this person, it was real bad. Yup. And then she's like quickly, she's in the background whipping something up, and like she comes up and she's like, "Oh fuck!" And then like the girl's like, "Thank you so much," and she's like, okay, and puts the reverse drug that she made like in her pocket. She was going like, I fixed it, I swear. Like,
Yeah.
no, it was great. I hated it at first, but my life's been so good since then. Oh, that's sweet. I like that a lot.
And one
Yeah,
one
that goes
more
hard.
Chaos Squared fan fiction, like 100 Girlfriend fanfic
In the
idea.
bag. I need a fucking Google Doc of all the fucking
Right.
fan girlfriends and fan chapters we've written. I need compensation if Nakamura does any of these.
And like, yeah, we're doing like the monkeys with typewriters sort of thing. We're like, yeah, if we get one right, we're gonna sue his ass for it. For
We're
rights.
casting the net real wide. A whole alphabet of friends. Shizuka is coming along fine. I was just checking the YouTube chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just saw you're working on the hair clip I got. It looks so good.
I was
Oh, I
like
didn't know it
surprised
was
by
gonna
how
be a.
well it came together.
It looks excellent. You got the perspective fucking
I know.
perfect,
I
dude.
basically just freehanded that shit up. Like, why did I
Oh,
get this
that
right? But then like half the other things I
that is
tried. Oh
that
Lord.
is Chad shit. Okay, Richmond. The idea is that the failed gender swap drug acts like the failed immortality drug, where they are stuck as a girl but can change back limited time. Okay, that's
Like
fine
Rama
as
one
long
half.
as they like it though. I don't want them to be suffering. That's what I'm saying, right? Like this is an overwhelmingly or not even just progressive, but like positive. It's happy. It's
Yeah.
positive. I don't want them to be like, I hate this.
Maybe they're like non-binary or something. I don't know. Some
Yeah,
way to make
that
it.
would be cool.
Yeah, make it work without suffering.
Yeah, I like the idea. Yeah, that'd be fun, right? Like, actually, it's kind of cool because some days I wake up wanting to be a girl, and some days I wake up wanting to be a boy, and so it works out well, actually.
And Uto is like, hey, can I get some of that? Makes you trans drug or makes you opposite gender drug. Well, honestly, I'm surprised we haven't gotten that yet in the story. I mean, we have
Yeah,
the makes you a baby drug. So why can't we get the makes you a
well,
opposite
that'll be
gender drug?
next. We quote unquote ended the baby arc, right? The
Mm,
next like 10 part arc will be the turning all the girls into boys.
yeah, or the makes you really
So
old
excited.
one. The
Oh
yeah,
God, no! I
the
don't want. I
drug
don't
that
want
makes you
that.
old.
God, Renjiro and his 33 girlfriends go to the beach that makes you old. Oh. Yeah, no, I like the idea. I mean, like, it's a pretty common like joke because I hang out with a lot of women because I'm cool like that. And a lot of women are. I mean, I constantly hear them talking about this. They're like, I would love to. They want to have a penis for like a day, just like I want to try
Yeah,
having a vagina for a day, right? And they want to swing it around. They want to helicopter it. They want to do all this shit. So like, I would love. I mean, like, Hikari definitely would love to try. Like, if she could like for an hour just have a penis, she would love it.
and she'd be like, I'm not doing it because I want to or anything. I'm just doing it because I want to get more pointers on how to better pleasure Rentaro. And then Taro's like, that's my stick, okay? Don't be
Yeah.
encroaching on my territory over you.
I was gonna say that was awfully tsundere for Hikari. uh, Richmond says I think they should start out hating it, but learn to accept it through the love of the family. Yeah, that could be cool too, as long as
Mm-hmm.
they don't
Like
always hate it.
suffer too
But yeah,
much.
see, because you got to be careful because you don't want to. You got to be careful about just making Kusuri retroactively worse, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't want Kusuri
He's
to.
already
It's like, oh,
teetering for a
here's
lot of people. He's already teetering around the drain of worst girl.
here's all these people's lives that Kusuri has just fucking ruined.
Yeah, that would be interesting though. Like we just get like occasional insights into her past life, like the people whose lives that she's irrevocably transformed for better or worse.
They just keep showing up like fucking assassins, like you fucking ruined my life, and I'm here to kill you.
And like fucking Scott Pilgrim and the
Yeah,
Ramona Flowers, like 90 million X's or whatever.
Rentro, you can date me, but you have to be willing to fight the 7 people that I irreparably ruined the lives of with my drugs. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that potential. I still want the serious arc where she finally goes to that fucking college.
Right? But for that to happen, though, we're gonna need time to progress.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be the main like a obstacle for for a lot of these major changes. Or like
Please.
time must move.
I
Please
hope,
don't stop the
man.
march of time.
Please don't stop the music, music. The idea is that forcing this girlfriend to change is one of the things that scared everyone away from the chem club. Yeah, oh yeah, I understand that. Um,
You,
yeah, that makes sense.
the
Yeah.
issue is that
Uh,
that would make a lot of people understandably hate Kuzuri even more than they already
and
do.
that's fine. I think what Richmond's saying is that there would be it would get fixed, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. So like I'm cool with it. I just
Given the way people reacted to the nano arc when they wanted it to end immediately because they couldn't bear seeing their waifu like feel any amount
my
of
God, really? Where people like hurry up and end? That's so lame.
yeah, like bro, I'm over here I want the drama. I want to see
Me too.
I want to see them go through shit, come out better.
Yeah,
Please.
that would be the Who's Free Redemption would go hard. That's why I like the idea of like, I don't know, like something she does. I like the idea of her using her drugs for good. I feel like we very rarely see that,
Right.
right? Like, yeah, I mean, because like it's like we've said, we've made this joke before. She could make the ultimate transition drug. I mean, instantly, no pain, no fuss, no mess. You know, just like bam. I mean, you could like write down the form what size titties you want. I got you.
Yeah.
Bam. How often do you want to menstruate? I got you.
I mean that'd be helpful even just for cis people. It's like
Yeah.
you know, I do away with my menstrual cycle, please. Do me no good.
I have this drug where you only menstruate once a year, but it all comes out at once. It's like a year's worth. Just
Brilliant. But it's totally regular. There's no surprise.
yeah. You just gotta have like a bucket ready because it will be like a gallon of fucking pussy blood. Just like
Yeah, you're gonna think that you're dying.
God, dude, have you ever talked to women about their like their first periods and how they reacted to that?
I don't think so. I mean, I've read about it, but I haven't talked to anyone.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them, you know, if they weren't like educated about it before it happened, like they're like, "Am I bleeding to death?" Yeah, how scary.
Or all us guys got worried about was why is my pee white sort of thing. But
yeah, for me, it was always the boner showing. You know, when you know, you got to put my backpack over my lap while I'm sitting here in school. You know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just did have it like turn it up so it's like resting on like your belly, and that kind of
Oh yeah.
Like I think because the way I was able to get away with that because I wore slacks because I went to like I went to like Catholic school through like from pre-K to 12th grade. So I had for uniform I was able to wear like pretty loose-ish slacks. So I was able to get away with just propping up the old boner and
well, I was like Richmond, unfortunately, back in the day where I was like comfort was all that mattered to me, right? So like I was wearing t-shirt and gym shorts all the time, and those gym shorts did not leave a lot to the imagination. I later realized.
Yeah, well, that is partially. Well, you didn't say gym shorts. I was thinking of sweatpants because.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've heard I mean, probably more than just online memes, but women. Some women are big fans of the way sweatpants kind of
For sure, yeah. No, I was, but I mean, mine were just like I just wore it because
it was accidental. It was like there was
it was just comfy.
Yeah,
that's all it was. I just wanted some shit that was like stretchy. You know what I mean? Like here, let me see if I can find a good. Yeah, all these pictures I'm finding are like cunty, like sexy gym shorts. I'm trying to find like the boring, ugly ones that I had.
Uncunty ones.
Yeah, the least cunty person. Imagine. Yeah, I mean, kind of like this. Like here, let me.
Right.
Here. Yeah, I mean, just shit like this, basically, and then like a fucking anime T-shirt. Why did that send as like a link and not a picture? Hold on.
I've never seen that.
I'm gonna just screen cap it. I don't know why it sent like that. There you go.
I've seen a lot of file extensions, but JXL.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, short work pants don't leave much to the imagination either.
Damn.
Yeah. Did Richmond? Did you react to the? I got Allie to say that funny thing in a voice memo in the family, and I never got to see if you reacted to it. Did you see this, Rios? I was very proud of this.
Yeah, I haven't checked it in a few days, so I'm gonna have to.
No,
I'll
he
do
didn't
that
fucking
today.
respond. So, I sent a picture of my hand, and he was like, "Your fingers look so tiny," and they kind of do. I don't have like a lot of men have like fat fucking sausage fingers. I do not have that. My hands actually, genuinely, like I think if I did some work, I could kind of pass as like girl hands. Um,
I've got hands that have been described as spider or grandpa hands.
ooh, here,
Yeah.
have you seen? Do you want to see my hand? Right? Have you seen the red hand reveal, Mr. Rios?
No, I don't think so.
Here, hold on. This was at the dinner that Allie and I just had. Yeah, so he said to this, he was like, "Oh, your fingers look so tiny." This is me stretching. I'm stretching them out as much as I can because someone was like, "Oh, it's weird that this one finger is shorter than the other," and I was like, "Is it?"
I mean, it's pretty normal. And normally, you're like middle
Yeah,
finger's a bit
apparently he's
longer.
the weird one because that guy in Discord, apparently his ring finger is as long as his middle finger.
I mean, typically it is normal for on guys for the ring finger to be longer than their index, and vice versa for women. But there's obviously variation between individuals. But
Well, either way, so he responded. He said to me, "Oh, your fingers look so tiny," and then I just got a voice
your fingers look
memo, and
so
I was like,
dainty.
"Yeah." Well, I wanted to have a good comeback to that, and Allie was sitting right there, and I was like, "Allie, Richmond said my fingers look so tiny. Tell them how they feel inside of you." And she was like, "They don't feel tiny."
Damn.
Yeah, that went hard.
Yeah,
That went
it ain't
hard.
about the size of the finger. It's about how you use them.
Mhm. The video makes them look tiny. And so they're not tiny. They're like long. I have like
They're just
long
full.
hands. Yeah, they're just not thick, is what they're skinny, not tiny. You know what I mean? I have like skinny fingers. Like fucking, I got like bony hands, kind of like. Despite the fact that I'm a thicker guy, once you get to my body, I kind of have like I said, I got like cunty girl hands. I don't have like the sausage fingers a lot of men do.
I've always been. I mean, my hands are like decently built, I guess. But
Yo, give me
like
the
I said,
Ryo stand reveal.
yeah, like I said, they've been described as like grandpa hands or like sort of
Oh,
spindly. I mean, not in like a negative way, just kind of like a observation, neutral observation.
I was busy. Richmond said, "I know, but it was funny." Any opportunity to get listen to have my girlfriend almost wife stand for me, it's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. What's the word?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna criticize
You'll
that.
be doing it too when you
Oh
get one.
yeah,
It's listen, us men do a lot of standing for women. Let the women stand for you, okay?
right.
We're talking about fat fingers. Yeah, we are. Oh, Alex got whooped in a game. I'm so sorry, Alex. Which game and why are you sucking so bad, huh? Get good. The twink shorts. Yeah, see, that's the problem, Mela. They were the twink shorts, but I wasn't a twink. I was a fat fucking child.
There's a name for that, like a twunk. But normally
Yes.
that's more punk.
Yeah. Twonk. Let's see. Moon is on his hands and knees praying to what? Shizuka? What are we talking about right now? For the time to pass, right? Me too, man.
Right.
Mine are short with slim fingers, perfect nail shape too. The thwomp shorts. Damn, dude. Yeah, I like painting my nails. I wish I could do it more often. I really should, honestly, for like Pride Month or something.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I've only done it maybe like 5, 6 times in my life, but every time I've done it, I've liked it a lot. One time I did if you guys know Medusa from Soul Eater, I did like a Medusa pattern where I had like black nails with like the yellow arrows on them. They looked thick as hell. I
Yeah.
wonder if I still have a picture of that.
I remember back when I was in college, I was growing the nails of my right hand now because I was doing guitar and I was trying to figure out do I
Oh,
want to do
cool.
finger picking or do I want to use using a regular pick? And I remember like the day I was like, okay, yeah, I've been going these out for like a month or two. I'm done with them. Like the day I was giving the car back from getting the key for the music room. The lady who was at the like office, she's like, oh wow, your nails are like so beautiful. I'm like, oh, thank you, I guess, because
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice. And that stuck with him forever.
No, I cut because that's the day I was about to cut the nails. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I prefer to use a pick rather than my fingers. So,
Yeah, I would too.
but yeah, it was an interesting little thing, and it was kind of interesting walking around with long ass nails like that. Figure out how to do normal stuff like with them.
That guy is not fingering anybody with those nails.
Yeah. And like these is my coke nail hand, and the other one's a normal hand. Because like,
Hell yeah.
because the fretting, the hand you use to fret the guitar, you do not want any nails at all because they get in the way real quickly. So I had like one hand had real long nails, and one hand had like normal.
That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no. The only thing I could think of when you were talking about those nails was the joke about like how like a lesbian will have
Yeah.
like 2 nails trimmed.
Yeah, I guess I should have cut just cut the middle, like the ring. What was it? Like it's the ring and middle fingers, and people would be like, whoa, why has he got only those nails cut? And makes them think about those hands.
Wait a minute.
Psyop.
A lesbian psyop. I'm trying to find a picture of these fucking nails. I found like the reference picture I used, but I can't find my actual nails. Are we wrapping up the stream soon, or how much you got left?
I mean, I
just wanted to remind you that it's 10.
Much of the hair done as possible. Hopefully, I can just get get done now.
Fuck yeah, do it up.
Yeah, if I'm not done by like 9:15, then I'll probably call it for the week, I guess.
Ooh, it's coming out really good. I'm excited.
I'm definitely liking how this one came together. Like, I wish they were always this easy.
That's because I'm here.
Yeah. Probably keeping my brain from. And see, this is an example where actually multitasking can be helpful because it's because I'm not focused on the thing as focused as I could be that I'm able to like actually let myself do like I'm not getting in my own way kind of thing.
Lesbians purchasing dildos, men, look what they need to do to mimic a fraction of our power. Richmond just sent me that.
No, men cannot talk like shit because I mean the pocket pussy is like way more inconvenient than anything women have to deal with.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's how do I put this? I need to get. Oh, sorry, please.
Yeah, the cleaning is. I've
never used one because it looks like a pain in the fucking ass. You're talking to someone who's too late. I don't even like to fucking lotion up when I jerk off. I just fucking deal with the consequences.
I got tactical tissue usage. I just lay it down on the belly and then go to town.
Oh, you're talking about my landing strip technique that we discussed? That's not what I do anymore, to clarify. That was a Young Red move. Young Red, aren't you feeling so down? I said Young Red. Oh, what? Oh, God.
What happened?
In the family, they tagged me in a horrific picture of Patrick with like fake nails and like thick lips.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I could not find the picture I was looking for, but I can send the reference that I used. I'm sad that I can't find my actual one.
Lost.
So these are not my hands. Here, where should I send this? I'll send it in family. So, not my hands.
Unfortunately.
By the way, but once painted my nails like this. Can't find pic, unfortunately. Yeah, so this is what I used as reference. That shit went hard as fuck. I loved how it looked. Y'all see it in the family?
Yeah, I will see it in a second, but yeah, I'm sure you guys in chat, you're all checking it out, right?
Yeah. That shit look. I love the Medusa aesthetic is so good.
Actually, that's funny because like a few days ago, I saw on Blue Sky art of someone who did. They showed that Medusa's was it her carpets match the drapes as it were. Because I never considered that. Like, if her head hair is like snakes, and I mean, yeah, it makes sense that her pubic hair would also be snaky.
Bro, Medusa's insane. Like, have you watched or read much of Soul Eater?
Oh yeah. So, oh my lord, Soul Eater Medusa. I mean, he's an.
That's what. You were talking about like Mythos Medusa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the weebiest thing about me is that when I think of Medusa, I'm thinking of Soul Eater Medusa. Yes, her pussy hair is definitely a bunch of like little gardener snakes.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be some real like that separates the boys from the men kind of thing. Like, are you willing? Like,
Are you willing to
heard,
get a bunch of little mini snake bites on your dick?
like
The
you've heard
answer
of
is
guys
yes.
who will pride themselves on going down when their girl is in like she's having a period, but like you willing to go down when she's got a snake period? Like, I don't know, that's gonna be crazy.
A sneeriad, if you will. That's exciting. I have to draw that. I wish I could draw.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Have you seen that? Yeah, that's true. Have you seen that Family Guy? It's like a Family Guy clip I keep seeing. Or no, see, Richmond, that shouldn't ruin it. It should enhance it. Little tiny snake bites on your dick. That's part of the Gorgon experience.
They're just love bites.
Yeah. And he says silence.
S.
Yeah, little love bites. I agree. Why is the YMCA in my head?
I think I said something regarding like young men or something like that, or one of us said that.
Oh yeah, we must have. Oh, I think you know what it was. It was when I was talking about how I like to, push young men away from the right wing pipeline.
Yeah, like young men, there's no reason to follow.
Watch Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
I said. Oh, there's no reason to hate. I said, young man, turn off Andrew Tate. I said, young man. Have you seen him without his hat? His hair looks fucking. Oh no, I'm thinking of Tim Pool. But have you seen him when his hair grows off? Grows out. It's like, fucking nasty.
Yeah, please keep it shaved.
Yeah. And the only reason we make fun of someone's appearance is because he constantly does, and he acts like his like genetics are better and shit. And it's like, okay, yeah, okay.
Talk shit. Maybe not get hit, but get shit talked about you kind of thing.
Get verbally hit. Yeah. Insert Tom and Jerry youch about getting your dick bit by a snake. I imagine.
Well, yeah, that would be a bit of a youch moment. But I've heard of don't use teeth, but like that's like the epitome of please don't use teeth.
That's the type of thing. If Iku had a dick, she'd be all about that.
Oh my, yeah.
Getting her dick hit by a snake. Bro, honestly, we should be grateful that Iku isn't a man, because she'd be like abusing her balls. Like she'd be into cock and ball torture.
Yeah, like I'm into CBT, and then like the psychologist girlfriend's like cognitive behavioral therapy. He's like, yeah,
sure. Mug little smile. I love it. Young man, put your dick on the ground. I said, young man.
Yeah, fuck this hole in the ground.
Whack it with a comically large mallet. You've seen the bailiff whack his pee-pee memes, I assume?
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, those are like the what's the word? Ancestral form of the mods takeaway is like breathing privileges. Like mods turn every one of his electrons, or like reverse the polarity of all his electrons.
That's like the fucking fruit roll-up ad I showed you.
Yeah.
Like, I turned your DNA into fruit by the foot.
Like mods turn his DNA into fruit by the foot.
That one goes hard. I'm gonna use that. He better be. I can't tell because it's just a chatter. He might have just stopped typing, but he better be dead and a pile of fruit by the foot on the other side of that screen.
Oh my lord! One last lock of hair, and then or a little cowlick thingamajigs.
Let me take a look at how.
And not Comer.
Yeah, there it is. Richmond sent me it here. I'm gonna. Well, you said you've already seen it. So and the other one I really like, and see now there's another meme I really like, and it's unfortunate because it does have the N-word with an A at the end of it. The respectful one, and it has that in it, and it's so funny. But I'm a respectful man. I can't say that obviously, but it's so stupid. It's from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You know about that movie, right? So there's that part where did you say you love that movie?
Yeah, definitely as a kid. I haven't watched it since I was a kid.
Oh, dude, yeah. I also love Spy Kids, which I have to assume is made by the same people. It's got the same energy, right? So there's that part of the movie where that like the fucking snitch kid is like, send him to the principal's office so he can be expelled immediately. You remember that?
Yeah.
So there's, I don't know if
Goody
you've seen
two-shoes,
it. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's like that energy, but it's someone doing like an impression of that kid. So like the mic quality is terrible, and I can't say it obviously, but he's like, Mr. Electric, send this N-word to the penis explosion chamber so he can have his penis exploded immediately.
Hearing it says N-word makes it sound way worse. But yeah, I get it.
I know, but I can't. You know, I can't say it.
Oh Lord.
You're right. It does make it sound so much worse. It's like a fucking racial attack.
It's a classic. It's a classic. By censoring it, you make it sound even worse.
I have to fucking get it up, dude. I have to send it to you. It's an energy that could not be matched.
Well, yeah, Richmond, that hair was looking fire. Thank you. Really.
Oh, let me see. Well, first let me get the penis explosion chamber. Bro, dude, I would not want to be sent to the penis explosion chamber.
Right. I mean, is it like a decompression chamber or something? Like they
But oh yeah, you just stick your dick in the hole and fucking vacuum time.
have to experience explosive decompression.
Here, let me see if this is the video. Oh, they added a stupid explosion at the end of it. Like that, they ruined it. Hold on.
Damn, they got rid of the implication.
Yeah, it's better. You're right. It's better as an implication. Ugh. Mr. Electric.
Like it's like those kids who got a hold of the back rooms and turned it into the
Yes.
goofiest fucking house of horrors type shit.
Bro, like I wanted to send this meme in like the memes chat, but like I'm such a goody two shoes. I was like worried that like I can't send this because it has the N-word in it, and if I send it, it's like I said it.
Send this. You know, as my black friend, can you send this?
I never want to listen. I used to be that guy. I used to jokingly, so like Thurman, the guy I used to review One Piece with, like he gave me the N-word pass, but that's not really something that someone can give, right? Like,
how do you prove that you've got? Like,
Look, you know what's funny? I actually, so there was probably the one time in my life there was like a joke I told. I think I was quoting something just like this, right?
Yeah.
In a One Piece review, and I like said it, but I bleeped it out. Because even back then I was like super nervous, and then I was so nervous that I actually had Thurman, and this was his idea. I wasn't like begging him for it. I had Thurman, the guy I reviewed One Piece with, record a video of him giving me the N-word pass, and I put it at the front of that fucking One Piece review.
So goofy.
Yeah, I'm a goody two shoes. It's what makes me me, you know.
What
can I say? I'm just better than everyone. All right. Well, you're gonna have to have this shitty explosion version, but it's still like I don't know. The way he says it is so fucking funny to me. Here you go, Richmond. Enjoy. It's just the way he fucking the delivery. I mean, Oscar worthy, truly. Here you go, Rayos. Play this on stream.
Yeah. I
It's 7 seconds.
2 hours in, maybe.
It's 7 seconds, and it's with an A. You don't have to.
Yeah, it would actually take a little bit of a OBS food to get it.
No, you don't have to. It's fine. You just watch it in your own time.
Yeah.
All right. Are we wrapping up?
Yeah, it should be good.
Let me check on stream chat here real quick and Shizuka. Playing Fort, doing reload, the sweatiest game right now. Fortnite, I'm assuming.
Or is there some?
Do people just call it Fort now?
Or is there some like even further devolved version, like the sequel of Fortnite?
Fortnite. That's another meme I like, bro. I got so many fucking like what's it called? What's it called? Like when you have like a thing, like a vocal stem, vocal stem. There's I think it's from The Lighthouse. There's a movie that Willem Dafoe was in. You know who Willem Dafoe is, right? The actor who played Green Goblin. He was in a movie called The Lighthouse, and there's a part where I think he's like telling a war story, and he's talking about like, oh, I was in there for 3 fortnights, someone just took the clip of him saying Fortnite, and then there's a clip of him like laughing hysterically. So it's just like Fortnite, and then he starts just like like laughing.
That's how it be sometimes, Yeah, just one 2-syllable word, and then yeah, that's enough to get make you cackle like a fucking hyena.
So much of our humor these days is referential. It's
Mm.
just like, you said the thing. That hair is. I agree with Richmond. The hair looks really good. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, yeah. I'm sitting here sitting pretty, being like, I mean, yeah, I did that. Yep. All right, so then.
Oh man, let me see here. You know what's cool is she actually looks like I don't know if this was intentional or just like a perspective thing or whatever. She looks almost like what I imagine a more grown up Shizuka would look like. Like she looks a little taller than I imagine Shizuka, and
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just like.
I mean,
But
that might
either way,
be-
that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the 3D model I put together for use. It does look kind of
You
like.
could scrunch her a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I could. Yeah.
You don't have to. If she comes out tall, just be like, "This is fucking 25-year-old Shizuka."
I mean, it
There you
wouldn't
go.
be that difficult. I just had to move like her upper body kind of down a little bit. But yeah, I'll leave it like this. It's
We'll cross
artistic.
that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, this is just artistic interpretation. Yeah.
More like autistic interpretation.
Yeah. With that, we will close out for the week. Yeah. I mean, maybe I can. Well, I'll see. I'll see how I feel about it. 'Cause it wouldn't be that difficult to. Oh man. Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, true. It's like a present. Like yeah. It's like it's nice. It's a fun idea to imagine in the future. It's the present Rentaro Gata kind of thing, like presents from Christmas past kind of thing. So yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. With that, thank you guys for stopping by. As always, yeah. Maybe even visiting one of these links. But yeah. I got my commission things are in the description. But yeah, yeah. Either way, yes, anything. Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you for the stream. Good night. Yeah. On that note, good night, everyone. Good night to all the little good boys and girls. And I will see you next time. All right. Well, we're ending with that. Oh, no, actually, I do not. I mean, I just think it's the second generation Switch. Oh no, because to end the stream on that, like just a little random, but oh yeah, no. No. All right, well, I guess the mystery is solved. Okay, now we are bidding everyone adieu. Yep. Bye.